It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an
You're just...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretary.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only...
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adept. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual...
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying that she couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half adapted.
It's because of this When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like we are now.
Looks like you got a serious emergency.
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can...
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be...
It's about time she can...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring...
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. Person standing over there. That's Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or... I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuehai Pavilion regarding matters concerning...
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you...
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind.
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you said...
Wow! You Adepti...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion and idol. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants...
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her... When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most...
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real... So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve...
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu alone. She will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. Anyways, what's that training?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, she should be in the southern part of Mount Aozang right now.
Huh, is that so? Yeah. So here you are, Gun.
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have...
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too...
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training. If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to the...
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was...
The training's not over yet. The part
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can...
Who is it?
Conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my... He's already waiting for me. Come along.
Of course we are. Let's go.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your...
Yes. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed! Nowhere to hide! Don't blink! Steady as stone.
Stabilize.
Born of icy. Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
I will have order.
Nowhere to hide. Go. Incoming. Access denied. This is long overdue. Speed of... Nowhere to hide.
Solidify.
We're way behind.
I will have order.
This is long overdue. Born of ice and... We're way behind schedule.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Born of ice and frost.
Don't blink.
For Rex Lapis.
No touching. No touching. Speed of nowhere to hide.
This is long overdue. Next on the...
Don't blink.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation, only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange...
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm...
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti...
For free? Do you mean...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no...
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are... A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing...
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said... I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel... But being questioned by him made me realize that I... But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe...
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, if I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun...
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!